Today's touching Macintosh shenanigans are brought to you by Squarespace. But more on that in a bit. Recently, I came across an old computer that I didn't even know existed. A touchscreen iMac G3. No stylus, no overlay, just mash your grubby fingers right on the CRT. But how does it work? What can it do? And why is it in pieces? The answers to all this and more coming up, so stay tuned. And if you enjoy the weird side quests of computer history, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Steve Jobs envisioned the iMac G3 as a computer so friendly you just want to reach out and touch it. Well, a company called ELO took that very literally and designed a touchscreen interface and corresponding software to turn the lovely iMac G3 into a shockingly advanced early 2000s touch experience. While most people in those days thought of touchscreens as things you had to stab at with the stylus, ELO built an elegant and ingenious solution that was fully integrated into the iMac itself, and it used the glass of the CRT in a really interesting way, and it could smoothly track touches, apparently even through a gloved finger. We'll talk about the interesting way it works in a little bit, but first, let me tell you the story about how this thing had the misfortune of winding up in my basement. It was a Saturday morning that started like any other, with Steve from Mac84 pressuring me into buying ridiculous computer listings on Facebook Marketplace. But it was just a few miles away from me, so I hopped in the old Jeep, broken fuel pump be darned, and went and picked it up. And as a fun aside, the person selling it said he was actually watching my videos trying to get it working. So told you we could get it going. Anyway, when I brought it home, it was indeed dead. So I enlisted the help of your friend and mine, the aforementioned Mac84, who came over with a donor iMac. Yeah, you'll definitely get that back. After some troubleshooting, we were pretty sure it was just a dead power supply, which unfortunately you have to disassemble this entire thing to get to it. So we undertook the tedious, hours-long, terrifying task of completely disassembling two extremely fragile and finicky iMacs to transplant the working power board. And wouldn't you know, it lives! And after some tweaking of the CRT using a utility Steve brought and a plastic screwdriver, the picture is actually really sharp and vibrant. Only the touchscreen didn't work. It needed a driver, which was nowhere to be found. Well, again, wouldn't you know, the manufacturer ELO is not only still alive, but really cool. Steve sent off an email asking for the driver for this thing, and they got back to us the next day with a SIT file of the driver. So thank you, ELO. You are seriously awesome. And with that driver, boy was I excited to find that this touchscreen frickin' worked. And now we can play Touch Doom and Touch Wolfenstein and Touch Netscape Navigator. So all that's left really is to reassemble this thing delicately so we don't have to keep using it sideways. Right after this word about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Create a fast, beautiful, and rich web experience for your business or brand using Squarespace's powerful all-in-one platform. It's really easy to get started, like, say I wanted to build a website all about the touchscreen experiences in the 90s and 2000s, perhaps even with working drivers this time. I could build it in just minutes with Squarespace's new next-generation Fluid engine, which features powerful drag-and-drop technology and enables you to customize every detail of your customer's experience on desktop and mobile. And that's on top of optimizing for SEO, managing a mailing list, watching analytics, and much more. So check out squarespace.com/actionretro today for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code ActionRetro to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So I've been really dreading putting this thing back together because, these plastics are seriously fragile. If you look at them the wrong way, they literally turn to dust. But you might have noticed that this touchscreen isn't exactly aligned that well to my finger, and I think it doesn't like being, apart like this. So we might as well shut it down. And yeah, I'll show you. Oh, come on. Shut down. Haha. Yeah, I'll show you some of the interesting stuff that's going on inside this machine while we still have it apart. And then we'll put it back together and hopefully have some silly fun with it. So the heart of this machine is actually just a USB peripheral mounted to the inside of the case, kind of cleverly on this heatsink here. And yeah, there's a USB cable that is literally drilled through the side of the case and then connects to the USB ports on the side of the machine. And internally, this card connects to what I can only describe as a bunch of gubbins going around the sides of the CRT. Now, according to the documentation and data sheet for this card, which I'll overlay some of that now, it's actually using something called iTouch Surface Wave touch-on-tube technology, which, as far as I can tell, uses sound waves that are directed onto the CRT, and when you interrupt those sound waves with your finger or probably anything, it gives a pretty accurate reading of where you're touching. But fortunately, I don't have to go too in-depth on the history of this thing because I have it on good authority that Michael MJD is going to do a history retrospective of this technology. And by good authority, I mean Michael MJD just told me he was doing that. In any event, that's enough waffling. Time to put this thing back together. Okay, so I cleaned the absolute crap out of this thing, and I've got it most of the way back together. And check this out. It's actually very well aligned with my finger now, which really surprises me because I didn't even put this thing back on. Let's do the alignment. Oh yeah, look at that. It's perfect. Why don't we try out some stuff that would be kind of like the stuff that this would be used for back in the day. All right, so utilities, mount disk image, blockbuster video guide.iso, open. Oh yeah, check that out. This is totally the kind of thing that could have been running inside of a store, a Blockbuster store. Hey, remember those? And yeah, look at this. There's a movie game. There we go. Number of players, 1 or 2. And do these do anything? This is awesome. What in the world is
Monty
this?
Python and the Holy Grail, what do the knights who say me request?
Ah,
A strawberry, a shrubbery, or a gooseberry?
I know this.
Oh.
No, I tried to click on B, but the buttons are too close together. Look, there's something wrong with it. They're like overlapping. Oh my god, that's very annoying. All right, let's install the Canadian Encyclopedia Plus. We'll do the full install here. Install QuickTime because, I don't know, just in case. Aha. Canadian Encyclopedia Plus. Whoa. Okay. Look at this. This is totally the kind of thing that would just be in a classroom running. This is so easy to use with the touchscreen. It's pretty incredible. All right, let's see. I clicked on something by mistake. Let's view some media. Well, look at this. Still better than Apple Maps. Show me media files. All right. This is a map. Oh, okay. This is just a media browser. Ooh, a video. Air Force.
Hey, Sam, here. I was just talking about the budget. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep. Oh, yep.
I wouldn't have one of them in my house. messy, they molt, and they never shut up.
Get rid of that. This is so good. Mount disk image. Let's go to Day of the Tentacle.
Good lad.
Look at this. Ooh, I found a dime. This is so good. Go in the office. This works great. Wow.
Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny.
Oh, check this out. It's an X-Men digital comic. Whoa.
Marvel Comics presents the Uncanny X-Men
Whoa, look at this.
Saga.
Okay, stop reading it, please. Stop reading it. Narration off. Read comic. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is awesome. I did not expect... Oh, I did not expect the music. Look how well it works. It's like it was made for a touch screen. Oh, wow. I'm seriously blown away by this. This is a little video icon, I think. Whoa.
He's trying to hurt you.
Look at this. This is amazing. Wow. Does any of this other stuff do stuff? Nope. Okay. I can't click abort. Oh, and there were little video controls down there. Play, fast forward, reverse. Neat. This is so good. All right, let's see what else is in here. Let's see. Main menu, character bios, trivia, the intro. All right, Wolverine. I never heard of this guy. There's a video. This is so cool. Holy cow. All right. Oh, Jesus. All right, that's to play a very loud ending theme tune. Okay, I get it. Go away. That's awesome. Okay, that is so cool. I can't believe how well it worked and how smooth the scrolling was. I'm kind of thinking about bringing this machine to VCF Midwest to show off. That would be a really cool thing to just kind of have up all the time with a sign here that says, like, please touch the screen or something. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Let's try something that probably won't work. All right, here's my favorite game, Wolfenstein 3D. And I have already tried this when this machine was laying on its side, and there were some issues. Mainly, as soon as you touch the screen, it shoots. And there's no real smooth way to control. You just kind of have to fire randomly. Not the best Wolfenstein 3D experience. And you need the keyboard as well, because you can't open the door without the space key. Don't save this progress. All right, so that's Wolfenstein. Not really a touch experience. Now, need the keyboard even to pick the game. All right. Guess let's just try. Yeah, the colors on the screen are a little too red. All right. So that is only fire. All right. This doesn't really work. Oh no, it's become confused. It does not like this at all. Okay, so this thing completely annihilated all of my expectations. I can't believe the touchscreen works so well without any kind of overlay or anything. I mean, just scrolling this comic book with my finger, it was smooth and fluid, and using macOS 9 with a touch interface, dragging icons and windows and stuff, it works great. So I really think I want to take this machine with me when I drive out to VCF Midwest next month and just have this running like this comic book or the encyclopedia or some other weird touchscreen stuff. If you have any suggestions for what I could run on this next, let me know down in the comments. But as I mentioned earlier, Michael MJD is also doing a video, and he has, a rather more interesting version of this. So make sure you subscribe to Michael MJD so you don't miss that video, and we're going to have all kinds of PowerPC touch fun. In any event, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more shenanigans like this, please subscribe down below, and thank you very much for watching. And a special thanks to Alex Hoffman, Andrew Nicholson, April White, Camila Noseda, Chris Allegretta, Chris Biggs, Chris Calderon, Chris Nelson, Control-Alt-Reese, Daniel Hubbard, Frodo Jedi, Gaspar Heller, George Rosansky, Greg Rutke from Rutke Mods, Harris Brody, James Fryman, James Laurie, Jason Pepas, Jason Ezel, Justin Reed, Lyle Truid, Matthew Kroll, Paul Spencer, Ryan, Scott Cedarbaum, Scott Thompson, Sutek, Tom Woodfin, and Unknown Soldier 41, who are my highest tiered patrons and all of my Patreon supporters for helping to make these videos possible.